Welcome to another edition of VietnamPlus News. I'm Ngọc Duy bringing you the latest headlines from around the globe.
Vietnamese President arrives in Vientiane, beginning state visit to Laos. EU considers Vietnam trusted, prioritized partner in Asia-Pacific. Special train continues the Song of Peace. April 30th victory, a source of encouragement for countries worldwide. April 22, 1975, opportunity to launch general offensive to liberate Saigon.
State President Luong Cuong and a high-ranking Vietnamese delegation arrived at Wattay International Airport in Vientiane on April 24th afternoon, beginning a two-day state visit to Laos at the invitation of General Secretary of the Lao People's Revolutionary Party Central Committee and President Thongloun Sisoulith. This visit comes at a significant time when both nations are implementing their respective party resolutions and socio-economic development plans, having obtained numerous noteworthy achievements. Besides, the cooperation between the two countries have developed robustly, with high-level agreements being actively implemented and yielding important results across sectors. The trip not only contributes to deepening the Vietnam-Laos special solidarity, but also provides an opportunity for both sides to exchange notes on issues of mutual concerns, while reviewing the implementation of their cooperation over the recent past, as well as discussing ways to promote the relationship in multiple domains in the coming time.
Vietnam is a trusted and prioritized partner of the European Union in the Asia-Pacific, affirmed EU Ambassador to Vietnam Julien Guerrier at a meeting with Party General Secretary Thongloun in Hanoi on April 24th. Guerrier praised Vietnam's rising role and international standing, especially as the country enters a new era of development. The diplomat said that both sides share a common interest in ensuring an uninterrupted international trade system and supply chain, maintaining sustained growth and prosperity of all nations involved. Party General Secretary Thongloun expressed his confidence that, with joint efforts, Vietnam-EU relations would continue to strengthen and advance to new heights. The two sides are currently implementing 4 cooperation agreements and 8 dialogue mechanisms, covering a broad spectrum from political diplomatic affairs and trade investment to defense and security. Echoing his host's view on science, technology, and innovation as key drivers of growth and prosperity, Julien Guerrier stated that the EU wants to support Vietnam in achieving its ambition to become a developed country by 2045 and to reach net zero carbon emissions by 2050. Guerrier also highlighted the EU's strong interest in deepening cooperation with Vietnam across the sectors of infrastructure, transport, renewable energy, aviation aerospace, telecommunications, and green transition.
Người xưa người ta sẽ kiểu chia ly, có thể là sẽ không gặp lại, nhưng mà bọn em là chia tay nhưng mà vẫn gặp lại được nhau. Bọn em vẫn có thể sau giờ luyện tập buổi tối thì bọn em có thể FaceTime, vẫn có thể nói chuyện với nhau qua màn hình điện thoại.
Bọn em cảm thấy rất tự hào về người yêu em. Đây là nghĩa vụ của quốc gia mà, nên là mình lấy cái sự hy sinh ấy ra làm cái niềm tự hào của mình.
Em tập luyện cũng được khoảng thời gian là khoảng 4 tháng, trải qua rất là nhiều cái khung thời tiết khác nhau. Ví dụ như là thời điểm thì rất là rét, thời điểm thì lại nắng nóng. Bọn em mang một cái quyết tâm là sẽ phải giành chiến thắng mạnh mẽ nhất để cố gắng để hoàn thành tốt nhiệm vụ.
The Vietnamese Army and People's April 30, 1975 triumph remains an enduring source of inspiration and encouragement for struggles for national liberation, independence, and freedom of many countries worldwide.
I was part of a generation that lived through and witnessed the years of U.S. imperialism invading Vietnam. Vietnam was already renowned for its resounding victory over the French colonialists. At that time, young members of the Communist Party of Argentina joined a movement in solidarity with the Vietnamese people. This powerful movement brought together progressive forces who opposed imperialist invasions in Latin America, Asia, and Africa.
Krennies recalled the 1960s and 1970s when, in his early 20s, anti-war movements in Argentina, Chile, Brazil, and other South American countries voiced strong support for Vietnam's just struggle.
Argentina donated tons of quinine medicine to support Vietnam in treating malaria for soldiers on the battlefield. As a gesture of gratitude, at congresses and international conferences, Argentinian communists received unforgettable mementos from their Vietnamese friends, rings crafted from the wreckage of downed U.S. aircraft. These keepsakes always remind us to follow the heroic example of the Vietnamese people, who were willing to sacrifice their lives for national independence.
Krennies highlighted Vietnam's efforts in post-war reconstruction, noting that the renewal process introduced open economic policies, promoted the private economic sector's development, and expanded international cooperation. After nearly 40 years, Vietnam has become a prosperous society with a developing economy, he said, adding that the Southeast Asian country has deeply integrated into many regional and international organizations.
On April 22, 1975, Comrade Luong, on behalf of the Politburo, sent a telegram from Hanoi to the command of the Ho Chi Minh campaign. The message stressed that the military and political conditions for launching a general offensive on Saigon had fully matured. It urged immediate action, emphasizing the need to strike the enemy on all fronts without delay. According to the telegram, any hesitation would be detrimental both politically and militarily. Timely action at that moment was deemed the most certain path to complete victory. The command was instructed to issue immediate orders to all fronts, urging swift mobilization, with a particular focus on combining military assaults with mass uprisings by the people. Coordination between different fronts, as well as between armed attacks and popular uprisings, would be ensured throughout the operation. The message underlined that the prevailing opportunity demanded the fastest possible action, and that by seizing it, total victory was within reach. Also on April 22nd, the campaign command approved the final official plan for the Ho Chi Minh campaign.